Hello, welcome back to Story Chronicles. We are continuing our Linux tutorial. Today we will talk about Linux kernel. But before we get started, please subscribe, share, like, and comment my videos to spread knowledge. So, the Linux kernel is a central component of the Linux operating system. It serves as a communication layer between computer hardware resources, and software applications, making sure system resources are managed efficiently and programs run smoothly. Linux is an open source operating system, meaning its source code is publicly available for anyone who wants to study, customize, and share. So there are some key points about the Linux kernel. The Linux kernel works as a connection between hardware and devices and software. It's completely open source and freely accessible to users around the world. Over the years, developers from around the globe have continuously improved the kernel and helped Linux become most of the reliable and widely used operating system today. The Linux kernel is built from multiple internal components called subsystems. Each subsystem is responsible for handling specific part of the operating system, and together they are ensure system run efficiently and reliably. Main subsystem of the Linux kernel is process scheduler here. The process scheduler controls how CPU time is shared between running processes. It determines which process should run, how long, and when another process should take over. This helps the system perform multiple tasks smoothly at the same time. Next subsystem, memory management. The memory management subsystem handles the application and the organization of the system memory. It tracks memory usage, assigns memory to application, and frees unused memory when necessary. This subsystem also supports virtual memory functionality. The next one is VFS, Virtual File System. The Virtual File System provides a common interface for different file systems in Linux. It allows users and applications to interact with files and directories without needing to know the details of the underlying file system type. Networking subsystem. The networking subsystem manages all network-related operations in the Linux operating system. It handles tasks such as data transmission, routing, communication protocols, and network device interaction. IPC unit, inter-process communication. The IPC subsystem enables communication and data sharing between different processes running on the system. It provides mechanisms such as shared memory, signals, pipes, and message queues to allow processes to exchange information safely and efficiently. So, the main function of process scheduler control the execution sequence of processes, ensure balanced CPU utilization, support multitasking operation, helps maintain fast system response times. Because of scheduler, Linux can run multiple applications smoothly at the same time. The main functions of memory management: allocates and release memory when needed, manages paging and swapping operations, provides memory isolation protection, optimizes overall memory usage efficiency. This subsystem plays a major role in system performance and application stability. Virtual file system. The main function supports multiple file system types, provides a common file access interface, enhances system portability, simplifies file and directory operation. VFS allows Linux to work with many file systems such as ext4, xfs, FAT32, and TFS. The networking file subsystem main functions processes incoming and outgoing network packets, handles socket communication, support various networking protocols like TCP and IP, enables communication between different systems and devices. The subsystem is essential for internet access, servers, cloud computing, and network-based application. And the IPC main functions, so common IPC method pipes, message queues, shared memory, signals, and semaphores. IPC mechanisms help process communicate safely and efficiently while maintaining proper coordination within the operating system. To check Linux kernel version, you can run following command: uname -r. This is my Linux kernel version. This displays only the kernel version. To display detailed kernel information, you can run uname-a. From here, you can see Linux kernel name, host name, the generic version, Linux kernel version, Ubuntu build and release information. This SMP means symmetric multiprocessing enabled, multi-core CPU support. This means preempt dynamic kernel preemption support for responsiveness and performance tuning. This is kernel build date, yes, machine hardware architecture, processor architecture, operating system architecture, and operating system type. You can also check kernel details from proc file system, cut, proc, and version. And we see almost same information about our kernel. To check installed kernel packages on Ubuntu Debian system, you can run the package --list pipe grep linux image. Enter. And we see information about Linux kernel. So that's all for this lesson. Thank you for watching. Don't forget subscribe to my channel, support, hit notification bell, like and comment. Thank you. See you in the next one.